the last month of Sam Bankman-Fried's life, in the midst of a trial where his ex-girlfriend, friends, and people who helped him build FTX accused him of leading a fraud of billions of dollars, contrasts greatly with the image from just 2 years ago. Back then, Sam was hailed as the next Warren Buffett, talked about buying Goldman Sachs and the CME, and socialized with celebrities and powerful politicians. This is the story of how FTX went from being one of the leading cryptocurrency exchanges and its founder Sam Bankman-Fried being one of the most iconic figures in the crypto ecosystem to being completely destroyed, with the company bankrupt and Sam potentially facing a lifetime behind bars. At the beginning of 2021, cryptocurrencies were the most enticing type of investment, garnering the most public attention, and it was no wonder, with its flagship currency Bitcoin reaching $68,000, Coinbase making its stock market debut, and an increasing number of congressmen and world leaders favorably considering the adoption of these currencies. However, attributing this valuation and status solely to the advantages of this technology and its promising future would be overly simplistic. Behind this surge, there was a significant creation of money at play that, when it came to a halt, as a mechanism employed by central banks worldwide to combat inflation, it triggered steep declines that prevented most cryptocurrencies from returning to the price levels they had reached a year earlier. As a result, practically every fund that had invested in cryptocurrencies experienced sharp declines in 2022, including Alameda Research, the key factor explaining FTX's fall. Alameda Research was a company dedicated to cryptocurrency trading, founded by Sam Bankman-Fried in 2017 and managed by his then-girlfriend, Caroline Ellison. Although it was theoretically an independent entity from Sam's other cryptocurrency exchange, FTX, the reality was quite different. FTX, as a cryptocurrency exchange, received deposits from thousands of clients around the world and was responsible for safeguarding those deposits. However, what it did was transfer them to Alameda for investment purposes. Sam used Alameda's funds for personal expenses, loans to family members and executives, and a range of other appropriations that were, of course, illegal. This setup worked well throughout 2021 and the preceding years, thanks to the substantial profits within the cryptocurrency realm that allowed them to cover any shortfalls that might arise in Alameda, and given that FTX was increasingly attracting clients and accumulating more funds. But everything took a radical turn when the market began to decline. The first warning sign emerged in September 2022 when Bloomberg published an article that raised concerns about FTX's connection with Alameda. In November of the same year, CoinDesk published an article revealing that nearly half of Alameda's assets were linked to the cryptocurrency FTT. FTT was a cryptocurrency created by FTX, closely tied to the company's performance, functioning much like stocks. If FTX's profits rose, it would repurchase these cryptocurrencies, reducing their supply and driving up their price. However, public distrust led to the sale of this token and a massive withdrawal of funds from FTX, leading to the bankruptcy of both companies. This resulted in losses of billions for FTX clients who couldn't manage to withdraw their funds, primarily because they had been transferred to Alameda, where they were lost. A month after FTX's bankruptcy, Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested. On October 3, 2023, the first of the trials against Sam Bankman-Fried for 7 counts of fraud and conspiracy began, while the second will take place in March 2024 on behalf of financing political campaigns. Sam is accused of leading the fraud perpetrated by FTX against its clients. However, the defense aimed to spin these accusations by trying to portray him as a victim throughout the process. In fact, they sought to attribute the issue to the incompetence of his ex-girlfriend, Caroline Ellison, in managing the risk as the CEO of Alameda. It was in Alameda where the client's money from FTX was lost due to failed cryptocurrency investments, payments to celebrities to promote the brand including a prominent Super Bowl commercial, nearly $100 million in donations to U.S. politicians, and loans to Sam, Caroline, and other executives that allowed them to lead a life of luxury while attempting to present themselves as humble and simple. However, this defense proved insufficient because Caroline Ellison testified against Sam Bankman-Fried and acknowledged her involvement in the crimes attributed to FTX, with Sam at the helm. This, combined with testimonies from other executives, was sufficient for the jury to reach its verdict. Despite expectations that the jury would take more than a day to reach a verdict, it only took a couple of hours to find Sam Bankman-Fried guilty of all the charges against him. As the verdict was read, Sam remained impassive, while his parents, ironically both professors of legal ethics, broke into tears. Sam could face a sentence of up to 115 years in prison. However, due to the influence purchased with FTX clients' money, there is a fear that the actual sentence may be much shorter. On the other hand, Caroline Ellison, along with other FTX executives, may receive much shorter sentences or even avoid prison altogether by cooperating with the authorities and pleading guilty. Sam Bankman-Fried was sent to the Brooklyn prison at the Metropolitan Detention Center while awaiting the second trial in 2024. Do you believe there is a responsibility on the part of the celebrities who promoted FTX? I would like to hear your opinion on this matter. And if you want to learn more about investments so that something like this doesn't happen to you, and to be able to identify when something seems too good to be true, as well as which markets are better to avoid because they are not worth the risk, I invite you to watch this biography of the greatest investor of all time.